why are there not more people talking about these epic Viking battles? The Viking Age, spanning from the late 8th century to the early 11th century, was a period of significant upheaval and transformation in Europe. The Vikings, hailing from Scandinavia, were not just raiders and warriors, but also traders, explorers and settlers. Their influence stretched from the British Isles to the Byzantine Empire, leaving an indelible mark on the history of many regions. Yet the battles they fought are often overshadowed by their seafaring exploits and legendary sagas. Today we aim to shed light on some of the most pivotal Viking battles that shaped the course of history. Let's take a trip back in time. Imagine the rugged landscapes of medieval Europe, where the clash of swords and the roar of battle cries echoed across the fields. The Viking warriors, known for their ferocity and tactical prowess, were a force to be reckoned with. Their longships, sleek and fast, allowed them to strike swiftly and retreat just as quickly, making them formidable opponents. But it wasn't just their martial skills that made them legendary. It was their ability to adapt and integrate into the cultures they encountered. First up, the Battle of Edington in 878 CE. This battle was a turning point in the Viking invasions of England. The Great Heathen Army, a coalition of Norse warriors, had been ravaging the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms for years. King Alfred the Great, the ruler of Wessex, was one of the few leaders who managed to resist their onslaught. The stakes were incredibly high, as the survival of the Anglo-Saxon way of life hung in the balance. Picture this: King Alfred the Great facing off against the fearsome Viking leader Guthrum. The two armies met at Edington, and the battle that ensued was nothing short of epic. Alfred, known for his strategic acumen, had spent years fortifying his kingdom and training his troops. Guthrum, on the other hand, was a seasoned warrior with a formidable reputation. The clash between these two titans was a spectacle of medieval warfare, with shield walls clashing and warriors fighting with unyielding determination. Against all odds, Alfred clinches a decisive victory, forcing Guthrum to retreat and even convert to Christianity. This was not just a military triumph, but a significant cultural and religious shift. Guthrum's conversion marked the beginning of a new era of relative peace and cooperation between the Anglo-Saxons and the Vikings. The Treaty of Wedmore, which followed the battle, established boundaries and set the stage for the eventual unification of England under a single ruler. This battle was a game-changer, setting the stage for England's resistance to Viking invasions. It demonstrated that the Vikings, despite their fearsome reputation, could be defeated. Alfred's victory at Edington became a symbol of hope and resilience for the Anglo-Saxons. It also paved the way for the establishment of the Danelaw, a region of England under Viking control where Norse laws and customs were practiced. This blending of cultures had a lasting impact on the development of English society. Next, we have the Battle of Maldon in 991 CE. This battle is remembered not just for its military significance, but also for its cultural impact. The Vikings, led by Olaf Tryggvason, launched a massive raid on the English coast. The local forces, commanded by Earl Byrhtnoth, were vastly outnumbered but determined to defend their homeland. The ensuing battle was a testament to the bravery and resolve of the English warriors. Earl Byrhtnoth and his brave English forces faced a massive Viking raiding party led by Olaf Tryggvason. The battle took place near the town of Maldon on the banks of the River Blackwater. Byrhtnoth, despite his advanced age, led his men with unwavering courage. The Vikings, known for their brutal efficiency in battle, were relentless in their assault. The English forces, though outnumbered, fought valiantly, inspired by their leader's example. Despite their heroic efforts, the English were defeated, leading to the infamous Danegeld tribute. The loss at Maldon was a significant blow to the English, both militarily and psychologically. The Danegeld, a tribute paid to the Vikings to prevent further raids, became a heavy burden on the English economy. However, the battle also inspired one of the most famous Old English poems, the Battle of Maldon, which immortalized the bravery and sacrifice of Byrhtnoth and his men. This battle inspired one of the most famous Old English poems. The Battle of Maldon is a poignant reminder of the heroism and tragedy of medieval warfare. The poem, written shortly after the battle, captures the spirit of the English warriors and their unwavering loyalty to their lord. It also reflects the cultural and literary achievements of the Anglo-Saxon period, showcasing the rich tradition of storytelling and poetry that flourished during this time. Finally, the Battle of Stamford Bridge in 1066 CE. This battle marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter in English history. The Vikings, led by King Harald Hardrada of Norway, launched an invasion of England, hoping to seize the throne. King Harold Godwinson, the newly crowned English king, faced the daunting task of defending his kingdom from this formidable foe. It's the last hurrah for the Vikings as King Harold Godwinson's forces clash with the mighty Norwegian King Harald Hardrada. The battle took place near the village of Stamford Bridge, and it was a brutal and bloody confrontation. Harold's forces, though exhausted from a forced march, fought with incredible tenacity. Hardrada, a legendary warrior with a fearsome reputation, led his men with unmatched ferocity. The clash between these two armies was a defining moment in the Viking Age. Harold's victory marked the end of Viking expansion, but at a steep cost. His army was left weakened for the upcoming Norman invasion. The Battle of Stamford Bridge was a Pyrrhic victory for Harold. While he managed to defeat the Vikings and kill Hardrada, his forces were severely depleted and exhausted. Just weeks later, Harold faced another invasion, this time from William the Conqueror, the Duke of Normandy. The Battle of Hastings, which followed, changed the course of English history forever. These battles aren't just stories of bloodshed, they're tales of resilience and transformation. The Viking Age was a period of profound change marked by the clash of cultures and the blending of traditions. The battles fought during this time were not just military engagements, but pivotal moments that shaped the destiny of nations. They highlight the courage, determination, and adaptability of the people who lived through these turbulent times. The Viking Age was epic, and these battles were its heartbeat. The legacy of the Vikings lives on in the stories, artifacts, and cultural influences they left behind. From the sagas that recount their heroic deeds to the archaeological discoveries that reveal their way of life, the Vikings continue to captivate our imagination. Their battles in particular offer a window into a world of bravery, strategy, and relentless pursuit of glory. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical deep dives. Join us as we continue to explore the fascinating stories of the past, uncovering the events and figures that have shaped our world. Your support helps us bring history to life, one epic tale at a time.